Imagine sitting in a room as the lights slowly flicker, dimming until the bulb finally burns out, leaving you in complete darkness. This simple moment mirrors the fate of our universe. One day, just like that dying light, the stars, the galaxies, and even the sun will fade away, leaving behind an empty, cold cosmos. In this video, we'll take a journey into the future to witness the slow death of everything we know, the stars, the galaxies, and ultimately, the entire universe. Please stay with us until the end. Let's start with the sun. The star that gives life to Earth. Imagine it as that electric light in your room, glowing brightly for billions of years. But eventually, like all lights, it will run out of fuel. Slowly, the sun will expand, becoming a red giant, swallowing the inner planets, including Earth. After that, it will shrink down, turning into a white dwarf, a faint, dying star, no longer capable of supporting life. This quiet, dim remnant will cool over time until it fades into darkness. But the sun's death is only a small part of a larger tragedy. Galaxies, which are made up of billions of stars, will also face a similar fate. As stars die and black holes take over, galaxies will lose their glow. Without the energy of stars, galaxies will drift apart, scattered across an ever-expanding universe. And then, the saddest part, the death of the universe itself. As galaxies move farther apart and stars burn out, the universe will grow colder and darker. There will be no new stars, no more light, just endless, silent space filled with the remnants of dead stars and black holes. Time will stretch on, but nothing will change. The universe, once full of life and light, will become a vast, frozen wasteland. In the end, the universe will die in silence, much like a room after the last light bulb goes out, leaving nothing but cold, eternal darkness. But how? How will these huge and gigantic stars and galaxies die? What is the scientific reason behind it? Well, you may know that stars burn for billions of years by converting hydrogen into helium in a process called nuclear fusion. This fusion generates the light and heat that powers stars, but over time, stars run out of fuel. For smaller stars, like our sun, once the hydrogen is exhausted, they will expand into red giants. After this phase, they shed their outer layers, leaving behind a core, a white dwarf. This white dwarf will slowly cool and fade over trillions of years, turning into a cold, dark object known as a black dwarf. For more massive stars, the end is much more dramatic. Once these stars burn through their fuel, they explode in powerful supernovae, leaving behind either neutron stars or black holes. These remnants, however, will no longer shine. As the universe ages, fewer and fewer stars will be born, and the remaining stars will die one by one. As stars die, the galaxies they belong to will also change. Galaxies are held together by the gravity of their stars and black holes, but over time, as stars burn out, galaxies will become darker. Without new stars being formed, galaxies will start to lose their energy. Eventually, gravity won't be strong enough to hold galaxies together. Over billions of years, galaxies will drift apart due to the constant expansion of the universe. The gravitational pull between them will weaken, and they'll fade into isolation. Supermassive black holes at the center of galaxies will swallow any remaining matter. In the far future, all that will be left in the galaxies are these cold, dead remnants, floating endlessly in space. Finally, the concept of time itself may stop. But how is that possible? Time, as we know it, is measured by events, like the movement of stars, the ticking of clocks, and the rise and fall of cosmic objects. When nothing moves or changes, time becomes meaningless. In the distant future, the universe will be a cold, dark, and empty place. As everything spreads apart and no events take place, no more stars, no more galaxies, no more life, time itself will cease to matter. This state is called the heat death of the universe, where entropy reaches its maximum, and there's no available energy left to drive any processes or movement. With no events to mark time, it will, in a sense, stop. This is the ultimate fate that scientists predict. A universe where stars, galaxies, and even time fade away into darkness, leaving behind nothing but stillness. There are three main theories about how the universe might end. The first theory is the Big Freeze or heat death. In this theory, the universe will keep expanding forever. As it expands, everything will get colder and colder. Eventually, stars will burn out, galaxies will spread apart, and all life will freeze. Imagine being in a universe where nothing moves, just frozen darkness everywhere. This is the Big Freeze. Another theory is the Big Crunch. The Big Crunch, opposite to the Big Freeze, this theory suggests that gravity will eventually stop the universe's expansion and pull everything back together. All galaxies, stars, and matter will collapse into a single point, similar to how the universe started with the Big Bang. It would be like everything in the universe crashing into itself. The Big Rip. The Big Rip theory predicts that the expansion of the universe will speed up so much that eventually it will tear everything apart. Even atoms will be ripped apart in the process. Imagine a universe where not just planets or stars, but the very fabric of space itself is torn to pieces. This is the Big Rip. Now, is there anything humans can do to stop these cosmic endings? While we may not be able to stop the universe's fate completely, there are ideas on how we might delay it. For example, we could explore the possibility of creating new energy sources to power galaxies, or even try to move entire galaxies to prevent collisions. Some scientists also speculate about escaping to parallel universes, where we can continue life. While these ideas sound like science fiction, they show how creative humanity can be when faced with the ultimate challenge. The universe may have an end, but our journey to understand it is far from over. Will we find a way to live forever or save the universe? Only time will tell. The universe's end is inevitable, but what will happen to us remains a mystery. Whether it's the Big Freeze, Big Crunch, or Big Rip, the cosmos has a fate waiting for us. But humans are known for innovation and survival. Maybe, just maybe, we'll find a way to escape our universe's final moments. Until then, we can only wonder what the future holds.